Hello children, good morning and welcome to the CMS online class. So students, as you know, all you are appearing for your PA2 exam, okay? And I think all of you are doing very well in the exam, okay? So today students, we are to revise for PA2 exam for the SST subject, okay? For the SST subject, today we'll do the revision for our PA2, okay? So before that, let's try to understand the first of all here the question pattern, what type of questions are you going to get in the PA2 exam, okay? So here students, let me tell you all the things descriptively. Just listen me carefully. Your first of all come with the syllabus here, okay? For PA2 syllabus, you will have history, chapter 8 and 9, then geography, chapter 8, and civics, chapter 7 and 8. Okay, so these are the syllabus for your PA2 exam. Okay, so next year students come with the question pattern, what types of questions you are going to get for the PA2 for the SST subject. Just listen it carefully. Okay, you will have fill in the blanks. Total in 8 questions should be there, okay? So and each question carries 1 mark, okay? So that means 1 into 8. So next true or false, so here you are getting 6 questions, so here also each of the question carries 1 marks. Then match the following, so match the following, here you are getting 6 questions. Each of the question here also carries 1 marks, okay? So next students, you'll get multiple choice question, so here you are getting 8 question, so each of the question here carries 1 mark. So thereafter you'll get the question answer. In question answer section, you'll altogether you'll get 6 question, okay? And each of the question you carries 2 marks, okay? So I think all of you understood the question pattern. So now students, let's get started with the revision part. So whatever the revision we have to make, just go through that and try to understand. Okay. So first year students, now we'll go with the history. It is chapter number 8. Okay. So according to your book, it is 8. So let's go with the that chapter one by one. We'll discuss and all of you pay attention to the discussion, okay? So first I have prepared for multiple choice question, okay? So listen them carefully. First question here: the use of iron in the Indian subcontinent began about, okay? So here the options are given: 2000 years ago, 1 million years ago, 3000 years ago, 500 years ago, okay? So right answer is here, that is option C, that is 3000 years ago. The use of iron in the Indian subcontinent began about 3000 years ago, okay? So next come over another question here: Mathura is an important center for worship of, so the options are given, Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, and Lord Rama, and last one is here both that is Lord Vishnu and Lord Krishna, okay? So what is the right answer? We have to see which is the right answer here, okay? So students, right answer is that is Lord Krishna. The Mathura is an important center for worship of Lord Krishna, okay? So next come another question here: between 2200 and 1900 years ago, Arikamedu was a dash, okay? Between 2200 and 1900 years ago, Arikamedu was dash. So coastal settlement, monasteries, religious place, none of the above, okay? So right answer is that is coastal settlements, okay? So next students, come over here with the fill in the blanks, okay? So very carefully all of you pay attention to the discussion, okay? So first here students, dash literature was popular in Tamil Nadu. Dash literature was popular in Tamil Nadu. Okay, that is a Sangam. Okay, Sangam literature was popular in Tamil Nadu. Okay, next come to another question. The association of craft person and merchants were known as dash. The association of craft persons and merchants were known as dash. Okay, so that is that is Srenis. Okay, the association of craft persons and merchants were known as Srenis. Okay, so this means two questions only here. Now students come with here the true and false. Okay, just listen them carefully. So most grihapatis were large landowners. True false we have to write here. Most of the grihapatis were large landowners. So just you consider whether the statement is true or false, so that that is a false. Okay, so most of the grihapatis were large landowners. This is false. Okay, so next another one just come. The phylloxera was used to increase the agricultural production. The phylloxera was used to increase the agricultural production. So this statement is true. This statement is true. Okay, so next students, I may not be able to discuss the matching. Okay, so match the following. It is not possible to match the following. Just you go over there and try to answer all. Okay, so next students come with some of the questions I have prepared. Just listen them carefully. Okay, so who was the Gramabhojaka? Write about him shortly. So who was the Gramabhojaka, and we have to write about him shortly. Okay, just listen the answer to this question. The Gramabhojaka was the village headman in the northern part of the country. Okay, so Gramabhojaka was the village headman in the northern part of the country. So his post was hereditary. Means that that is means his position would pass over to the next generation. That means generation after generation. Whoever later generation would come, they would hold the position. Okay, so that is hereditary. She was the largest landowner in the village who kept slaves and had workers to cultivate the land. Okay, so he collected taxes from the village for the king, and he also functioned as judge and sometimes as a policeman. Okay, so this is the answer to who was Gramabhojaka. So we have to write about him shortly. Just listen the answer carefully again. The Gramabhojaka was the village headman in the northern part of the country. His position was hereditary. He was the largest landowner in the village who kept slaves and had workers to cultivate the land. Okay, so he collected taxes from the people or the village for the king, and also he functioned as what? Judge and as well as policeman. Okay, so next come to another question here. What kind of information do we get from several inscriptions found in Mathura? Okay, so what kind of information, that means what type of knowledge generally do we get from the several inscriptions that found in Mathura? Okay, just listen the answer to this question. The inscription found in Mathura record the gifts made by men and women to the monasteries and shrines. Just listen again. The inscription found in the Mathura record, Mathura record keeps gift made by men and women to monasteries and shrines. Okay, so these were made by kings and queens and officers, merchants, and craftspersons who lived in the city. Okay, the inscription from Mathura make us aware the people were engaged in several occupations such as weaving, basket making, garland making, etc. Okay, so there were also goldsmith and blacksmith. Okay, so just listen the answer again carefully. What kind of information do we get several inscriptions found in Mathura? Okay, the inscription found in Mathura record gifts made by the men and women to monasteries and shrines. So these were made by kings and queens. That means shrines were made by kings and queens, officers, merchants, and craftspersons who lived in the city. Okay, the inscriptions from Mathura make us aware that people were engaged in several occupation such as weaving, basket making, garland making, etc. Okay, so there were also goldsmith and blacksmith. Okay, so students, from in this chapter, so these many questions only I have prepared. So next we will step into another chapter. Okay, so students, let's come over this to this chapter. Okay, just first of all, as before, first of all here the MCQs. Okay, so just listen them carefully. The capital of Pandya's was, so here the options are given: Madurai, then Mudumalai, Pataliputra, Ujjain. Okay, the capital of Pandya's was Madurai, then Mudumalai, Pataliputra, Ujjain. Okay, so right answer is here. Just a minute here, Madurai. Okay, there. Okay, so the capital of Pandya's was Madurai. Okay, then so the rulers who ruled over Central Asia and Northwest India around 2000 years ago were, okay, so here the rulers who ruled over Central Asia and Northwest India around 2000 years ago were, here the options are given: Pandyas, Cholas, then Kushanas and Cheras. Okay, so right answer is that is a Kushanas. Okay, the rulers who ruled over Central Asia and Northwest India around 2000 years ago were Kushanas. Okay, so these two MCQ from this chapter. Next come to fill in the blanks. Okay, so first of here, so Zhuangjiang, a Chinese Buddhist pilgrim, took the dash route to return to India. Okay, so here Zhuangjiang, a Chinese Buddhist pilgrim, took the dash route to return to China. Okay, so that is a land. Okay, that means land route he took. Zhuangjiang, a Chinese Buddhist pilgrim, took the means land route to return to India. Okay, so the next Desh was the famous Buddhist monasteries. So Desh was the most famous Buddhist monastery. Okay, so that is Nalanda. Okay, so Nalanda was the most famous Buddhist monastery. Okay, next come to another the older form of Buddhism was known as Dash. The older form of the Buddhism was known as Dash. That just a minute, students. Answer to this question a little means just skip over this question. Another question here come with Gautami Putra, Sri Satakarni and others, Satavahanas rulers were known as lords of the days. Okay, so Gautami Putra, Sri Satakarni and other Satavahana rulers were known as lords of the Dakshina Patha. Okay, so lords of the what? Dakshina Patha. Okay, so these two questions from here, fill in the blanks. Next come to here true and false. Okay, just listen them. So first here Mubenda is a Bengali word meaning three chiefs. Mubenda is a Bengali word meaning three chiefs. Okay, so this means statement is incorrect, or you can say it is false. Okay, then the statue of Buddha were made in Mathura and Taxila. Okay, the statues of Buddha were made in Mathura and Taxila. It is the statement is here true. Okay, so next another one, Phrygian started his journey back from back home from Nalanda. Phrygian started his journey back home from Nalanda. It is incorrect. Again it is incorrect, or it is false. Okay, next students here come over to the question answer. Just listen very carefully. Why was silk so expensive? Why was silk so expensive? Just listen the answer to this question. So silk had been brought from China. So it was a long journey, and the traders had to cross dangerous roads through mountains and deserts. Okay, so people living along the route often demanded payments from the traders for giving them permission to pass through. Okay, so here means silk had to brought from China. So it was a long journey, and the traders had to cross dangerous roads through mountains and deserts. Okay, so people living along the route often demanded payment from the traders for giving them permission to pass through. Okay, so that's why means as here the import of silk was too expensive. Okay, so that means means it was happening. So the means price or the means what cost of silk was means getting expensive. Okay, so next another one come here. So what was the bhakti system of belief? What was the bhakti system of belief? Okay, just listen the answer. So according to bhakti system of belief, if a devotee worships the chosen deity with a pure heart, the deity will appear in the form of which means he may desire. Okay, so therefore the deity could be means a thought of a means a human being, lion, tree, or any other form. Okay, once this idea gained acceptance, means the artist made beautiful images of these deities. Okay, so what was the bhakti system of belief? Okay, just listen the answer again carefully. So according to the bhakti system of belief, if a devotee worships the chosen deity with a pure heart, the deity will appear in the form of in which means he may desire. Okay, so therefore the deity could be means a thought of a means a human being, lion, tree, or any other form. Okay, so once this idea gained acceptance, the artist made beautiful images of these deities. Okay, so students, from this chapter means these many questions only. So next we will step into another ones. Okay, so students, now you step into here the means geography part. Okay, so first means as I told, in geography you are going to get only one means chapter, that is chapter number 8. Okay, so name of the lesson is here India climate, vegetation and wildlife. Okay, so from here just means few questions I have prepared, just listen them carefully. So take the correct answer first of all here with the means MCQ. The world's highest rainfall occurs in, okay, so where is the place that world's highest rainfall occurs? That is in India. So here the options are given, Kolkata, Mumbai, then Chennai and Mausinram. Okay, so here the world's highest rainfall occurs in Kolkata, Mumbai, Chennai and Mausinram. So right answer is that is Mausinram. Okay, so then wild goats and snow leopards are found in dash. Okay, so wild goats and snow leopards are found in dash. So here the means options are given: Similipal forest, means Himalayan region, then Gir forest and Peninsula region. Okay, so wild goats and snow leopards are found in Similipal forest in a Himalayan region, then Gir forest and the Peninsula region. So right answer is that is a Himalayan region. Okay, so next students come with here means fill in the blanks. Hot and dry winds are known as days blow during the day in summers. Okay, so hot and dry winds are means known as dash blow during the means day in summers. Okay, so that that is a means Lu. Okay, so Lu is the hot and dry winds that generally blow in or during the summers. Okay, so next dash forest in Gujarat is the home of means while just a minute, yes, Asiatic lions. Okay, so dash forest in Gujarat is the home of Asiatic lions. So the answer is Gir forest. Gir forest in Gujarat is the home of means Asiatic lion. Okay, so next come to another question here. Dash is a well-known species of mangrove forest. Dash is a well-known species of mangrove forest, that Sundari. Okay, so that is one type of tree. So next students come with here multiple choice. Yes, multiple choice one part we have discussed. Next come over to means short question answer. Just we'll discuss one or two. So explain the cold weather season and hot weather season. That means we have to means tell or write about a hot weather season and a cold weather season. Okay, so during the cold weather season, that is winter, the cold weather season is also called it winter. The sun rays do not fall directly, or you can say slanting in the region. Okay, so now it is winter season going on. Now the sun rays is not falling directly. So it is falling what? Slantingly. Okay, so then as a result the temperature are quite low in means northern India, means in our country, in our means India, in northern part gets less means what sunlight during this winter season. Okay, then in the other way what happen, so in the hot weather season or summer the sun rays fall directly in the region. So in the summer season we generally get the sunlight directly. Okay, so then due to that what happens, so hence the temperature becomes very high. So due to this temperature becomes what, very high. So hot and dry winds called blue blow during the daytime. So during the daytime on summer so hot loo or hot dry winds what is it called loo that blow during this period. Okay, so this is the answer to explain hot and cold weather. Okay, so next come to another question. Mention the main features of thorny bushes. Mention, we have to write the main feature or important feature of thorny bushes. Okay, just listen the answer. Thorny bushes are found in the dry areas of our country. So in our country, wherever you find the dry area, so there you will generally find what, thorny bushes. Okay, the leaves are in the form of spines and reduce the loss of water. The leaves are in the form of spines. Okay, and due to that it reduces loss of water. Then cactus, kher, babul, kikar, etc. are in important thorny bushes. Okay, so they are found in the states of Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, eastern slopes of Western Ghats and Gujarat. Okay, so in this part generally you will find the thorny bushes. Okay, so students here we complete the geography part. Next come over to civics. So students, in this section first of all with the chapter 7 urban administration. Okay, so this one will just some of the questions I have prepared for you. Urban administration. Okay, so that about just we'll discuss now. So first of all, as I prepared here, first with the multiple choice question. Okay, so you have to that is multiple choice. What type of questions are called the multiple choice, you know it very well. Okay, so first question here municipal corporation is found in big cities, small town, village and metropolitan cities. Okay, so right answer is that is in metropolitan city, means that is a very big cities. Okay, so municipal council is found in metropolitan cities, means when so like cities you will get the municipal council. Okay, next come to another question. Just Yasmin Khala worked in where Yasmin Khala about you might have known. So in this chapter, so the options are given here, sanitation department, water department, garbage collection department and none of the above. Okay, so Yasmin Khala worked in the sanitation department, water department, garbage collection department, none of the above. Okay, so right answer is here sanitation department. Okay, so here Yasmin Khala worked in the sanitation department. Okay, next here the cleanest city in the in India is so which one among these is the cleanest city in India? Options are given: Surat, Mumbai, Chandigarh and Nagpur. Okay, so here it is here the Chandigarh at present is Chandigarh. So the cleanest city in India is in Chandigarh. Okay, so next students come about to fill in the blanks. Okay, so just pay attention to the discussion. The Kabaddi wala plays a major role in this household plastic and paper. Okay, the Kabaddi wala plays a major role in this household plastic and paper. Okay, that is recycling. The Kabaddi wala plays a major role in recycling household plastic and paper. Okay, so next Gangabai rushed to the house of dash. Okay, so Gangabai rushed to the house of dash, that ward councillor. Okay, so Gangabai went to or rushed to where ward councillor's house. Okay, so next students come over here with the true false. Okay, Yasmin Khala was a retired judge. True or false this one? Yasmin Khala was a retired judge. It is a incorrect, or you can say it is a false. Okay, so next Gangabai was a timid lady. Gangabai was a timid lady, means what you can say timid means she does not say anything to anybody. Okay, means whether it is going on wrong, she will not say anything. Not means such type of lady, Gangabai was. Okay, so that means it is false. Gangabai was not a timid lady. Okay, so next come to means question answer part here. Just means listen them carefully. So write a short note on the topic of subcontracting. Okay, subcontracting. So just listen the answer. So in recent times, in order to save money, the commissioners of several municipalities across the country had hired private contractors to collect and process garbage. Okay, so this is known as subcontracting. Okay, so this process is known what subcontracting. This means that the work that was earlier being done by government workers is now being done by a private company or agency. So this contractor means workers or contract workers get low salary and their jobs are temporary. Okay, so here means contract workers get low salary, but their means work is very work is very means hard, but their work also here temporary. Okay, so this is the chapter 7. So urban administration. So next come to another one, that is chapter number 8. Okay, here students, chapter number 8 is rural livelihood. Okay, so in this part also in the same way we will discuss means we discuss the first one. So here the percentage of first question here means multiple choice. Percentage of large farmers in India is here 80%, 20%, 10% and 5%. Okay, the percentage of large farmers in India is here 20%. Okay, so 80%, 20%, 10%, 5%. Options are given like this. So right answer is there is 20%. Okay, next here given Tulsi earns. So what is the earning of Tulsi? So here options are given 100 rupees per day, 70 rupees per day, 50 rupees per day and 40 rupees per day. Okay, so right answer is 40 rupees per day, means Tulasi was earning 40 rupees per day. Okay, so then come to another, which one of this not is not a farming activity. So which one is not a farming activity? So plugging, basket making, harvesting, weeding. So right answer is basket making. So basket making is not the farm activity. Okay, so next students come about to hear the fill in the blanks. Okay, just listen carefully. Shekhar has hybrid cow, so whose milk he sells in the local dash. Okay, Shekhar has a hybrid cow whose milk he sells in the local what? Milk cooperative. So he means sells in local milk cooperative. So whatever the milk he gets from his cow, he means sells it there where in or at milk cooperative. Okay, so next the people of Pudupet village earn their living by dash. Okay, the people of Pudupet village earn their living by what? Fishing. So right answer is fishing. Okay, so this is the means what I should say fill in the blanks. Next students come with true or false. So I think I will not go with that. I'll directly go to the question answer part. Okay, just listen carefully whatever the question I have prepared. So list the 3 situations in which crops can be ruined. So what can be the means possible cause for not getting proper production from the cultivation or farming. The 3 situations in which crops can ruined are or failed are if the means seeds are not good quality. Yes, if the seeds are not good quality, if pest attacks the crop, if the monsoon does not bring enough rain. Okay, so these are the possible means causes which can bring farmers loss. Okay, so next students come over to another question. Describe different types of work that Shekhar do for means living. Okay, so just listen that. So Shekhar is a small farmer having only 2 acres of land. He grows paddy in his field with the help of his family members. He also works in Ramalingam's rice milk. Okay, he helps him collect paddy from other farmers in the neighborhood. Then he also has a hybrid cow whose milk he sells in the local milk cooperative. Okay, just listen the answer. Describe the different types of work that Shekhar do for a living. So Shekhar is a small farmer having only 2 acres of land. He grows paddy in his field with the help of means his family members. He also works in Ramalingam's rice milk. He helps him collect paddy from other farmers in the neighborhood. Okay, he also has a hybrid cow whose milk he sells in the local milk cooperative. Okay, so students, in this way, whatever the discussion we had to make, we completed, we did. I think all of you have gone through the video very carefully and understood whatever the discussion we made. Okay, so students, for today's class, that much. I'll wish you all the best for your PA2 SST exam. Okay, so students, for today's class, that much. We'll see each other in our next class. Till then, goodbye.